This Friday on Plug.
And today we are speaking 082.
If we are going to enter into a relationship, who should initiate?
The brothers are ready, sisters. They are ready.
Yeah, slide in those DMs. There are a lot of sisters who are singing for some reason.
Don't give signs. We are tired of reading the signs of the end times.
Of the end times, they need to be pursued. Adam must come and find Eve.
And if they play, let's all be rejected.
Whether we want to acknowledge it or not, we still live in a very patriarchal society. To do.
And at the rate we're going, ladies are going to end up having to take out lobola for us. Let's cut.
You must sit down and and wait. The Lord will send.
Yeah.
I have to say, when have you received the shot? What to my question, please, Meg? You pluggers would like to know.
Shoot your shot with Mac and Opes.
Greetings, friends and family. Welcome to Plug. Welcome to the plug that keeps you plugging. Thank you for passing by. Thank you for the love and the appreciation you have shown. Thank you for joining us for our past Easter weekend. Thank you for being with us, friends. We love you. We appreciate you. And if you are new in the space and you don't know who's this guy, ke opa wa ga Ramalegana ke mona re no msudo ga tra fase go a shadro ga thagase ke nke ke teng ka mazolo ka mlemla toturusa ke go bole be thaba tiro mor muthu ko ma di tshwane tuta komo o tshara muthu. And I'm chilling with my friend here. Hi, Mac.
Good day, friends and family. Thank you for joining us once again. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome.
Sure.
And if you're new on this channel, please hit that subscribe button.
Yes.
We are looking forward to journeying with you on this platform and just learning together and growing together. In case you don't know who I am, I'm the head and not the tail. I'm above and not beneath. I'm the child of the Most High God. I'm blessed and highly favored. Hey, now I've lost my place. I'm a chosen generation. A royal. I cut. A royal priesthood, a nation belonging to God, to declare the praises of Him who has called us out of darkness into His wonderful light. I am Magabongwe Vena, Mac.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Thank you for joining us.
Oh yeah, sure.
And today we are speaking 082, the famous 082.
Mr. 082.
We want to talk about 082.
Oh yeah. No, that I think that was hilarious. I think that was classic.
So just to give you context, in case you go to Twitter, it's trending now at the moment.
Sure.
Hashtag Mr. 082.
Oh, yeah.
Inamba. Ngempela? Okay, 082. No, ashadile sis.
Thank you so much.
It's that 082. Balances 082 4039.
Check it out. But to give you context, this guy, he's walking with his friend, presumably a friend or just someone. They were literally walking, and then ladies who are driving, I believe to be quite an expensive car.
Yeah, sure.
Pull over right next to them and ask for their number.
Yeah.
And this guy is like, hey, are you sure? Like he's shocked because I mean, I assume also
Oh yeah, sure.
You know, so
get jackpot.
Get jackpot. So if and he without any hesitation he gives his numbers like 082, and the ladies are trying to
have other conversations.
It's like, hey, Bala sees Bala, right?
082. So, and it brings us to that conversation. I mean, we've had this conversation initially with Tsapang and Kat, and we've had this conversation with also with Kuda.
Yeah.
But in passing, we didn't really make time for it about shooting the shot. I mean, that looked literally like that. The lady was saying, let me get your number.
Yeah.
And it's so uncommon.
It is.
Well, maybe not necessarily uncommon, but it's not. It's
usually it's the other way around.
Yeah, it's usually the other way around.
Yeah.
It's guys who would ask numbers from the ladies
yes.
and see
Yeah,
or
yeah.
what will happen. The ladies will prefer to burn inside and
Yeah.
and not do anything
Thing,
about
yeah.
it. What do you think, Meg? What should our sisters do? What is your take on this thing, especially if we are going to enter into a relationship? Who should initiate? What do you think?
Hi, now mine it's straightforward. If it's burning inside, go. Whether you're a guy or a girl, go. Shoot your shot. And these ladies have set the pace. They've shown. I mean, not that it's something new.
Yeah, sure.
But I mean, the reason that it's trending is, I think it's because it's uncommon, and it's funny how he responds. To that.
Yeah, sure.
Very, very. So
Yeah.
you see, the brothers are ready.
Yeah, it's ready
The brothers are ready, sisters. They are ready.
Yeah, slide in those DMs.
Slide.
Yeah, no, but
Yeah.
Meg, I mean, bringing it within a space where we exist mostly, which is the church space.
Yeah.
And you have that dialogue where the sisters would say no. They need to be pursued.
Yeah.
Adam must come and find Eve. Kind of situation. What do you say about that? What do you say to our sisters, Kokerking, at church? What do you say?
I still say the same thing. Look, the more we try to make it about men and saying God created Adam first and bring all these other things, then we're still going to push ourselves into a space of patriarchy.
Yeah,
and
sure.
It's going to get if we have to be consistent with that. It's going to get into places that we're going to find ourselves contradicting ourselves eventually, that men should do this, men should do this. And ladies also have to be consistent. If you're going to say that we are striving for a 50-50 community, where
it must be consistent.
we must be consistent with that.
Yeah, sure.
If you're going to strive for 50-50, if you are feeling, don't give signs. We are tired of reading the signs of the end times.
Of the end times prophecy.
We are trying to read the signs of when Jesus is coming. Don't give us other signs to read.
Other signs, it's enough.
It's enough.
Those ones must just be. So
Yeah, what do you have
like
to
I'm
say?
thinking now. No, maybe before what I have to say.
Yeah.
When have you received the shot?
Eh.
Did someone shoot a shot before? And how did you receive it? How did you take it, if you did?
Look, for me, it wasn't straightforward. It was signs.
No, but you knew what it meant. What
it
do you
was
mean?
signs.
Huh?
No, it was signs.
The fact that you can identify it was a sign, you know what that sign meant.
Now when I make my move, I don't give signs. I go to the point.
Yeah,
So
respond to my question, please, Meg. You pluggers would like to know. Have you received? Did someone slide in a DM and shoot their shot?
Yeah.
How did you feel about that?
How do I feel?
Considering where you come from.
It was different.
What do you mean? What was different? Different compared to what?
Eh?
Different compared to what?
Compared to me initiating it, or a guy, not a guy to me,
Okay.
just a guy to another
lady.
Another lady. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like.
Explain that difference, please.
Hey, Bana.
No, I want to know something because maybe that difference is what makes our sisters not want to shoot this shot.
No, it's just that the feeling was not mutual, so I can't say much about it. Maybe if it was mutual, then I would have something solid to say that.
If it was mutual.
Yeah.
So it wasn't mutual.
Unfortunately.
So the fact that you have said no, is it based on whether it's them who initiated the conversation, or as a female, or based on the fact that you just didn't
entirely not. It was not because it was a female. But
if it was the one that you really like and you think there's potential, would you say?
Bala.
Yeah, no. I really find that interesting, and I mean I'm speaking a lot with sisters about this thing, because I've just found that there are a lot of sisters who are single for some reason, and I wanted to understand what is happening there. And I'm not necessarily insinuating that when a person is single they are looking for someone.
Sure.
I just want to, especially those who are close to me. And when I ask most of them, they say, hey, you know how rejection feel like. They feel like If someone say no,
Yeah.
then they feel like they will be rejected
Kgale re reject you mos gona.
as guys.
Eh.
And for me,
And fair play. Let's all be rejected once. Mafuwa kufiwe.
and for me, Meg, I do share your sentiments. And I'm gonna try to even move closer to what the word of the Bible. But I am thinking, if you are a lady and you see this guy, and you in your observation you think maybe something could work, and you want to initiate that conversation to see where it will lead to. For me, it's about how you look at it. I think we just need to throw away this word of rejection.
Okay.
You need to still go as a lady, upholding your worth, and with your chin high, and initiate this conversation. If the feeling is not mutual, just carry yourself as you are, and still maintain your worth. And if it will work for you, just say no, it's their loss.
Yeah.
You don't own up to that.
Take it from us. We've been doing that, and we still held together.
You're still standing.
I mean, it was painful at the time.
Yeah.
But you know what the word of God says?
Ah.
That the suffering of the past cannot compare to the glory.
Ow!
that
Come on,
awaits.
Meg.
So that time of suffering, trust me, ladies, it only lasts for that time.
Oh, yeah, sure.
But what God has for you in store, I prophesy that it will be greater than,
Oh, come on,
than
Meg.
before. Your latter shall be greater than your former.
Your former, yes. Yeah, no, yeah, thanks, Meg.
So
Thanks for encouraging.
you're moving to the word of
Yes.
God. Yeah.
No, now I was thinking, because you spoke about the concept of 50-50.
Yeah.
Now I believe that man and woman, they carry the same worth according to the word of God.
Yeah.
There is no one who is higher than.
Yeah.
All of us, we carry the same worth. Of course, the social constructs will say men should, because we live in a very, whether we want to be, whether we want to acknowledge it or not, we still live in a very patriarchal society. So, but that's not God. That's culture. That's us. And for me, from a Christian standpoint of view, where culture clashes with the word of God, then culture needs to bow to God, and the word of God should take preference. So with that being said, if we believe that we are equally made in the image and the likeness of God, and we carry the same worth, why should it matter who initiate the conversation? But also what got me thinking, Mike, is that for me, in my observation, to someone else may differ, but who initiated the conversation will not matter as it enters to marriage, because it won't devalue the value of marriage and what God has intended it to achieve.
Sure.
It won't. You will still be expected to treat each other with love and respect, love and submission in that space.
Sure.
Equally so.
Yeah.
It won't devalue the value of marriage and make it less. In fact, now I think there are men who are married who just don't want to say it, but it's women who from the past, not just from now. I think there are women.
Should we open time for testimonies?
That would be great. That would be great just to hear. But now, it's just that you know.
Yeah.
But I am convinced that there are marriages that are still standing, and it's women who have initiated. Even though people don't come out and say it because of the society, they will say, this guy was proposed by a lady. And I don't think it should really matter.
I mean, it shouldn't matter, but it does on your ego as a guy. It's funny how society makes fun of things that are, let me say, progressive, for lack of a better word. You think of back in school times when you bought new shoes, brand new shoes. You were laughed at.
Yeah, sure.
Everyone would make fun of you.
Yeah.
You buy new clothes when it's casual day. How did you illustrate?
Yeah,
they laugh at you.
Yes, sure.
And even in this case, when a woman makes a move on you, and it's known that and they're in a relationship.
Yeah, sure.
It looks like you're not man enough, and you become even a laughing stock, even in that. And guys, we don't want to find ourselves in that position.
And also, I think the same. Yes, I like what you've just said, and I think the same kind of feeling to say, what if this person say no?
Yeah.
It exists in both parties, even men. Sometimes there are guys who don't have courage to go and speak. They just need a push and stuff, and just be there. And not just sending signs. Just go and tell this person, stop. All these signs are confusing. So just go ask a brother out for a date, and somewhere, chill somewhere, and initiate the conversation. If you are in a space where you can be engaged in a relationship, and you feel like these things could potentially work between the two of us. I think I don't think we should demonize that. I think we should deconstruct this thing and just throw it out completely. Whoever that feels the burning bush, they must go and consult with the fire.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. No, I agree, because also if you don't go, especially because now we're directing this, at ladies, you're going to hate the lady that's eventually going to be in that person's life. Not even hate, but have a grudge. Because you're thinking, it could have been me.
Exactly.
That I've been given signs this guy is not, but he's going next door.
You will die in silence.
So save your heart that break, knowing that this person,
they don't prefer to be with me.
Yes.
And it's communicated, it's clear.
Than having those things that, hey, maybe it could have, maybe it would have.
Yeah.
You never know until you try. You must ask.
Yeah. Go. And I can imagine how we are going to get in trouble, Mac, with some pastors, because this is not. Say when you are a lady, you must sit down and be and wait. The Lord will send.
Yeah. Is that biblical or societal?
It's societal, it's patriarchal, it's cultural. It has nothing to do with the word of God.
Okay, then
and they will say, no, Adam went to Eve. Eve was the only person there. There was no other. That was automatical.
And Eve found Adam
there.
So Adam,
there was no other person. They would end up together either way. So we can't just use that just one and make it a biblical and make a biblical ruling out of that one.
I mean, they will say, even bring up stories like Jacob labored for 14 years for his eventual wife. Couldn't the wife, in that case,
Yeah.
But there are a lot of stories that we can.
The days and times did not allow that to do it. It's
and
not
also,
the Bible that denied that.
And
it's
also,
the days and times.
Yes, and also it was also a social construct.
Yeah, sure.
In those times, it's not a biblical.
We can't be battling with that even now in 2021, man.
No.
I think we need to progress, and that does not devalue or make you feel like you are cheap or you can't sell yourself cheap. Sell yourself cheap. There's nothing to do with.
And at the rate we're going, ladies are going to end up having to take out lobola for us. Let's cut. Let's cut.
That would be nice. so guys, what do you think? What do you think, gentlemen? What do you think, ladies? You guys, if a lady come and propose love to you or ask for a date, what will be your response? What do you think about that, lady? What are you saying? Do you go in or do you die in silence? How do we resolve this thing, Mick? Yeah. So we just wanted to plug into this conversation. Of course, most of we exist at church. Most of these things, it's because of our background at church, but also as societal members of the society. And we see these things happening. But we just wanted to initiate a conversation, and we'd love to hear from you. What are you saying about this thing? Yeah. So guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hanging out with us. Let us know what you think. What do you think about the topic? What do you think about the relationships as it relates to opposite sex? Who should initiate the conversation, and why do you think this person should initiate the conversation? So guys, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for plugging. So from the two of us, remain plugged. Ciao.
This production was brought to you by Imago Dei Media.